Islam was founded in the 7th century CE in Mecca by the Prophet Muhammad. Muslims believe the Quran is the literal word of God, revealed to Muhammad by the angel Gabriel. The migration or hijrah of Muhammad and his followers from Mecca to Medina in 622 CE marks the beginning of the Islamic calendar. The first mosque, Masjid al-Nabawi, was built in Medina. Within a century of Muhammad's death, Islam spread across the Middle East, North Africa, and into parts of Europe and Asia. The 5 pillars of Islam are Shahada, which is faith, Salah, which is prayer, Zakat, which is charity, Saum, which is fasting, and Hajj, which is pilgrimage. Islam emphasizes the belief in one God, Allah, similar to Judaism and Christianity. Muslims believe in many prophets, including Adam, Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad as the final prophet. Islam also teaches about the Day of Judgment, when individuals will be held accountable for their actions. The Quran is composed of 114 chapters or surahs and is written in Arabic. Arabic is considered the sacred language of Islam. The Hadith are collections of sayings and actions of Muhammad, serving as guidance for Muslims. The 2 main branches of Islam are Sunni, which makes up about 85 to 90% of Muslims, and Shia. Sufism is a mystical Islamic belief system that emphasizes personal experience of God. Islam is practiced differently across various cultures, influencing art, architecture, and customs. Practices and rituals. Muslims pray 5 times a day facing Mecca. The month of Ramadan involves fasting from dawn until sunset. The pilgrimage to Mecca, known as Hajj, is mandatory for Muslims who are physically and financially able to perform it at least once in their lifetime. Muslims are also required to give a portion of their wealth to those in need, typically 2.5% of their savings. Contributions to civilization. The Islamic Golden Age, spanning from the 8th to the 14th century, saw significant advancements in science, medicine, mathematics, and philosophy. The word algebra comes from the Arabic al-Jabr, introduced by the mathematician al-Khwarizmi. Avicenna, also known as Ibn Sina, wrote the Canon of Medicine, which became a foundational medical text in both Islamic and Western medicine. Islamic architecture includes iconic structures like the Alhambra, the Taj Mahal, and the Great Mosque of Samarra. Social and ethical teachings. Charity is a fundamental aspect of Islam, promoting social justice and welfare. Although interpretations vary, the Quran includes rights for women, such as inheritance and education. The Ummah represents the global community of Muslims, emphasizing unity and support. Demographics. Islam is the 2nd largest religion in the world, with over 1.9 billion adherents. It's also one of the fastest growing religions globally. Muslims come from various ethnic backgrounds, including Arabs, Persians, Turks, Africans, and Southeast Asians. Misconceptions and challenges. The actions of extremist groups do not represent the beliefs of the majority of Muslims. Discrimination against Muslims is a significant issue in many parts of the world. Many stereotypes about Islam arise from a lack of understanding and cultural differences. Modern developments. Sharia-compliant banking and finance have gained prominence in the global economy. Many Muslims are active in technology and innovation, contributing to various fields. Islam plays a crucial role in politics in many countries, influencing laws and social structures. Celebrations and festivals. Eid al-Fitr marks the end of Ramadan, with feasting and the giving of gifts. Eid al-Adha commemorates Abraham's willingness to sacrifice his son, involving animal sacrifice and communal prayers. Artistic expressions. Islamic calligraphy is a revered art form, often used to decorate mosques and manuscripts. Islamic art often features intricate geometric designs, avoiding the depiction of human figures in religious contexts. Sufi poetry, such as that by Rumi and Hafiz, is celebrated for its spiritual depth. Places of worship. Mosques, places of worship often featuring domes and minarets, serve as community centers. The congregational prayer on Fridays is a significant event for Muslims. Alright, so let's dive into some key concepts in Islam. First up, we have Tawheed. This is the central idea of the oneness of God, which is absolutely fundamental to Islamic theology. Next, there's Jihad. Now, this term is often misunderstood. It actually refers to the struggle for self-improvement and the defense of Islam, and it's not just about armed conflict. And then we have Ummah. This is the sense of community among Muslims worldwide, which really transcends national boundaries. Moving on, let's talk about some ethical guidelines in Islam. There's halal, which refers to permissible actions. This includes dietary laws that dictate what can be consumed. On the flip side, we have haram. These are prohibited actions like alcohol consumption and gambling. Lastly, let's discuss interfaith relations. Islam emphasizes respect for other religions. It acknowledges the validity of earlier prophets and scriptures, promoting dialogue with Judaism and Christianity. And importantly, the word Islam itself is derived from salam, meaning peace. Environmental stewardship. Islamic teachings emphasize the responsibility to care for the environment as a form of worship. Influence on language and literature. Arabic has contributed many words to other languages, especially in science, mathematics, and philosophy. Innovation and science. Islamic scholars made significant advancements in astronomy, including refining the astrolabe. The term alchemy comes from the Arabic alchemia, and many early chemists were Muslims. Challenges facing Muslims today. Globalization. Many Muslims navigate cultural identity in diverse societies. Conflict. Various regions with significant Muslim populations face political instability and conflict. Community and charity. Relief work. Many Islamic organizations provide humanitarian aid worldwide. Social welfare Islamic teachings encourage community support and charity work. Personal spirituality. Meditation and reflection. Many Muslims engage in personal reflection and meditation as part of their spiritual practice. Dua. Personal supplications, or dua, are an essential aspect of a Muslim's relationship with God. Contributions to World Heritage. Several Islamic sites are recognized as UNESCO World Heritage Sites, celebrating cultural and architectural significance. Ongoing dialogue. Many organizations promote understanding between different faiths, fostering dialogue and cooperation. Personal connections. Many individuals share personal stories of how Islam has impacted their lives positively. Global impact. Muslim cultural festivals worldwide promote art, food, and traditions, enriching global diversity. Conclusion. Islam continues to evolve as it interacts with modernity while retaining core principles. Muslims worldwide demonstrate resilience in the face of challenges, maintaining their faith and traditions. Final thoughts. The global Muslim community exemplifies diversity while sharing a common faith. The pursuit of knowledge is highly encouraged in Islam, with a long tradition of scholarship. These facts provide a broad understanding of Islam, highlighting its rich history, beliefs, practices, and contributions to global culture.